Hey guys, for reading today we're going to talk about compare and contrast, and we're going to talk about sharks and whales.
Before we get started, let's talk first about the learning target. Your learning target for this lesson is I can compare and contrast two topics within a text. How will you know you're successful? Take a look at the success criteria. I can locate keywords within the text. I can compare and contrast two topics. And I can create a Venn diagram, much like what we're going to be doing.
Okay, so to get started with this project or this assignment, we're going to talk about some keywords that will help you when you're reading to know if they're comparing two things or contrasting two things. So let's take a look at our list.
When you're comparing two things, that means that the two topics are alike. Some keywords are both, similar, same, like, in common, similarly, in comparison to, also, and as well as.
Okay, when you're contrasting two things, you're telling how they are different. So some of our keywords are unlike, difference, however, unlike, on the other hand, but, I've got that one twice, sorry, and even though. So we'll be using these words as we create our Venn diagram, and with the help of Miss Ivy and the internet, we have located some facts about sharks and whales. So let's fill in our chart.
Let's begin with how sharks and whales are alike. Both sharks and whales can be found in every ocean.
So I'm going to write found in all oceans. Now remember, when you write things that are alike, you're going to put them in the middle of the Venn diagram because both animals share that fact. What else, Miss Ivy?
Another way sharks and whales are alike is they can both live to be about 100 years old.
So I'm going to use the word both. They can both live to be 100. Okay? Maybe you can tell us some ways that sharks and whales are different.
Absolutely. One of the ways that sharks and whales are different is that whales are mammals and sharks are fish.
Okay? So fish, and then on my side, I'm going to write
Mammals.
mammals.
Another way they're different is whales have bones, which is unlike sharks that have only cartilage.
Okay. So bones. All right, what else?
Both whales and sharks hunt for food, but there are two different classifications. There are filter feeders, which is something they have in common.
Okay.
And there's also a species that has teeth.
Okay, so if she said in common, where would we put that? Right here in the middle. So we're going to say that they both have filter feeders. And she said that both whales and sharks have types of their species that have teeth. So we're going to write on here, both have teeth. I'm going to try to squeeze it right there. My black marker is running out a little bit.
Since we're running out of room, I will mention one other thing that whales and sharks have in common, and that is they both have fins.
Okay. You know what? For the time of the video, I'm just going to write fins because I know that if I put it in between both circles, that both animals share that characteristic. Can we get one more way that they're different, Miss Ivy?
Absolutely. Seals produce sounds,
Ooh.
which is unlike sharks. The sounds they produce are used for communication.
Okay.
Sharks have no type of communication skills.
So I'm going to write produce sounds to communicate. And what are you writing over there, Miss?
I'm saying no communication skills.
Oh.
Another thing that they have in common is they are both swimmers.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh.
I'm surprised we didn't think of that one first. So I'm just going to write swim because they both can swim. So in this way, you can fill out any Venn diagram to compare two topics. You could compare yourself with your friend, or your mom and your dad, or your neighborhood to an old neighborhood. Any two topics that you can think of, you can use a Venn diagram to compare and contrast. So in today's assignment, after this video, we want you guys to log into ReadWorks, and you're going to read an article.
The article you'll be reading is called Every Hour Counts, which is really an interesting article. It talks about the difference that an hour of sleep could make for each of you as far as your school performance. Hope you read and enjoy and make your own Venn diagram to compare the ways that extra hours of sleep will help versus losing an hour of sleep.
And don't forget, kids, when you're making your Venn diagram, take a picture of it and send it to your teacher so that we can see your work. At the end of your ReadWorks article, there are questions that you will be answering online, and those will be graded and sent right back to the three of us so we can check your scores, okay? So read hard, compare and contrast, and we will see your work soon. We love you guys, and we miss you.
Love you, miss you.